Welcome to Chapter 6, Omnichannel Supply Chain and Logistic Management. In Chapter 6, we will discuss the differences between the supply chain management strategies in multi-channel retailers and omnichannel retailers. We'll also talk about the logistics challenges of building an omnichannel supply chain, as well as giving you examples of omnichannel customer experience with the omnichannel logistics system. In addition, we will also describe types of fulfillment systems and different systems involved in the omnichannel. You will need to assess the impact of the returns and the recent market benchmarks when it comes to the online returns. Also, in the end, we will identify strategies to use the return management data to improve the business decisions across different departments. So first, let's talk about the two terms, multi-channel versus omnichannel supply chain. So these two terms oftentimes were used interchangeably in the supply chain management. However, it is crucial to distinguish them in the context of omnichannel retailing. In this context, omnichannel supply chain management is the process to integrate suppliers, manufacturers, distribution centers, distributors, and the retailers to achieve a customer value and satisfaction while minimizing the total cost of the business. For multi-channel supply chain management, although they offer additional transactional channels to the consumers and allow them to access products and information without the geographic and temporal limitations, most often multi-channel supply chain tend to have organizational silos, which means the data and the products are not shared across the channels and focus solely on serving one channel and have their own pricing, warehouse, and transportation solutions. So now you have known the differences between the omnichannel and multi-channel logistics system. Next, we will talk about the definition of logistic challenges in the omnichannel supply chain. So logistic is defined as the entire process of planning, implementing, and controlling the flow of material, products, services, information, energy, people, and other resources that move into, through, and out of a farm in both the public and the private sector to the customers. So as you can see, including not just the material, but also information, people, all the stakeholders involving in these process. Therefore, it is essentially how to get the products or services into the customer's hand. As you can imagine, a logistics system will need to consist of these following 5 facets in their system. First, order management. Second, inventory. Third, transportation. Fourth, warehousing, material handling, and packaging. And then fifth is the facility network. So all these things need to be connected together. What are the challenges in logistics, including the inventory visibility, the potential disconnection between the supply chain partners, the speed of delivery of the order to the end user, return management, and then the cost of operating multiple channels. So after we understand the major challenges of omnichannel logistics system, retailers also need to focus on consumers' journey because omni-channel shoppers expect the products need to be delivered speed and the flexibility. The delivery need to be reliable and transparent. The interaction and the care the providing throughout the consumer journey. And so example maybe buy online, ship to store, and then they provide instant gratification and the extra shipping as well. And when it's failed to deliver the consumer omni-shopper's expectation, a boomerang effect may happen, which means customer keeps coming back to a company multiple times in multiple touch points in the effort to resolve a problem. So boomerang effects, I believe you understand the on Instagram you can create the repetitive visuals using a short video. And so the same thing applies to logistics when the consumer have to come back to a company multiple times. For example, for return issues, they may contact their customer service, they call them, and then they don't get a satisfied response. They may go into the store or complain on the website. And so these keep coming back to a company's channel or touch point multiple times in order to resolve a problem. We call that boomerang effect in the logistic. And one of the solutions to provide solutions and then to be transparent is real-time inventory tracking, because they can help both the customer and the business. If consumer can check the inventory by themselves, then they can they know where the product is at. Then you can have a better like a service afterwards. And also if you have a real-time inventory to let customer know if in store they have a product or they still have online inventory, then you can avoid abandoned carts and then streamline customers' shopping journey. For business, they can also benefit from the ease of visualizing their inventory online, and so everyone involving in the process, no matter it's purchasing or in-store sales associate, will be able to have a real-time data to refer to. So now we have known the challenges and consumer expectation. Next, we will discuss the goals of omni-channel logistics system. An optimized omni-channel logistics system can increase the responsiveness, which satisfying customer requirements in a timely manner. At the same time, they can reduce the variance and the possible delays. Also reduce the inventory on hand, which enhance to minimize the labor costs by utilizing a smart warehouse management system. For example, robots. And then they can also consolidate the shipping and save money and more sustainable. If you shop from Amazon, you know they have Amazon days. They would do weekly delivery, and then to let the customer consolidate their shipment into weekly delivery. The last one is the commitment to zero defect order to deliver performance, which is help with the returns as well. So the key of delivering a unified customer experience is data. And then data needs to be obtained and circulating in product inventory system, fulfillment system, order management system, and automation with post-integration and logistic management system. In the following slides, we will talk about these 4 systems in more details. And then in terms of fulfillment system, we will talk about in-house fulfillment and outsourced fulfillment. So Again, RFID, we briefly talked about it in last chapter. And then Lululemon has implementing the RFID to help their store to locate their inventory, and so that they can assist the customer with the ordering process in a much faster manner. In the logistics system, here we color-coded the four different logistics systems that need to manage. First, green part is the inbound logistic plus warehouse system that manage from the products, from placing order and then to the supplier. The supplier will ship the actual products, and then once it reach the warehouse, they will have a receiving system, and then receiving inspections, and then warehousing the inventory. This is the inbound logistics system. And then the blue part is the inventory system that talks about once the product has entered the warehouse as the inventory, then they need to enter the check, taking the inventory, restocking transfer, and storage location transfer. And at the same time, they also need to update with the shipping instructions if it has been shipped out. And then for the outbound fulfillment systems will be the yellow color parts. Once the products has been shipped, then they need to generate the picking list, and then the shipping to the destination. At the same time, before the shipping slip has been created, they need to come with the picking system, inspection, packaging, and shipped out to the final customer. The gray boxes in these diagrams indicating the information flow that need to be keep communicating throughout the different systems. So for the product inventory system, inventory control is defined as the activity of checking and monitoring the inventory level of products at all SKUs. So these are the inventory system's main tasks, including the purchase order, receive products, tag products, sell products, count products, reconciled, and then get insight from the sales data, and then go into the cycle of purchase order. So the product inventory system can be helped to manage and locate the inventory, and then so they can the tasks including monitor the inventory level in all physical stores, warehouse, third-party logistics, fulfillment center, and also the distribution centers. So first you need to track sales, processes, orders, and deliveries. Then you need to generate the work orders and bills of materials. Third, you need to organize the inventory data and offer security of the transactional data to the management system. So for next, we will talk about fulfillment system. Fulfillment system in-house, including in-house and third-party fulfillment. So in-house order fulfillment is when an order is processed and fulfilled by the business itself without seeking assistance from outside of the business. The pros of doing in-house order fulfillment is you have complete control of the fulfillment process. You can manage the return much quicker and then provide better customer service. The cons of the in-house fulfillment is you need to invest more upfront costs on the facility. You also need well-trained employees, warehouse technology, and management software. And Nordstrom has been invest in their local OmniHub facilities in the Torrance, California. If you click on the link in the PowerPoint slides, it will bring you to their a short YouTube video, and then they will talk about their fulfillment process.
So we're the first retailer to partner with Autobotics and Tompkins Robotics.
Okay. Next, we will talk about outsourced fulfillment system or third-party logistics. So 3PL is meaning third-party logistic providers. They can offer inventory management, transportation, and return management. One of the most famous supplier for the third-party logistics is Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. It is good because you will have a small retailer will have access to the third-party logistic delivery and fulfillment optimization, and also reduce the overheads. For example, warehouse rental costs, and then the payroll costs. And then C is easier to management and the internalizations through the third-party third-party logistic global fulfillment network. As for example, a lot of global manufacturers may utilize Amazon's fulfillment services and sell products on Amazon, and they just need to have a whole book shipment to the Amazon warehouse, and then they don't need to worry about the fulfilling the order completed on Amazon. And the last one is to set up the logistics solutions and just learning and utilizing the platform. But then utilizing the 3PL or third-party logistic suppliers also have some cons as well. For example, you may have they may lack of customer service support, and then also have a steep setup fees. I know that Amazon now charge over 20% of the fees for their fulfillment, and then limited control over packaging or order processing. So when consumer complain to you, the delays, you have nothing to you can help, right? And then the possible quality control problem, if the inventory wasn't managed well, then you may have more consumer complaints for the defected products. And then also the possible complications regarding returns management, which could frustrate customers. Okay, so these are the things that for pros and cons when it comes to the outsourced fulfillment system. Next, we would like to talk about the special types of outsourced fulfillment system. It's called drop shipping. Maybe you are not you have heard about these drop shipping terms. So drop shipping refers to a fulfillment options complete by a wholesaler or a manufacturer. And so the retailer does not need to keep the items it sells in stock. Instead, when an item is sold, retailer purchases it from a third-party supplier. So here in the textbook, we have a diagram. So you add the product's image to your online store, and then without actually purchase the stock by yourself as a retailer, then the retailer, you can place the duplicate orders with your supplier. And then when you receive, and then so for the customer, when they visit your online store, they may pay you for the products plus shipping. And then once you receive the products order, then you place the order to the supplier and ask the supplier to package and ship the product to your customer. So as you can see, the products has never been in the hand of the online retailer, and so that's what drop shipping do. And so there's a term, so retailer only billed for the products sold, and Bloomingdale has been working with influencers, and then Nordstrom has been starting to try the drop shipping options in 2024 spring. So there's a term called courier service selection, which requires retailer to weigh various factors like transportations when it comes to the shipping. So in here, we also have a CNBC video talks about how drop shipping works, and then what's the difference of Amazon and Shopify, and then the problems and the works to have the drop shipping worked. So take a look of the this video, and hopefully you will find interesting insight. Next, we will talk about the order management and automation of the post-integration. So in the logistic or order management system is a software platform that can track your sales, orders, fulfillment, inventory, and the process of linking them all together. So order automation is a very important software that automatically manages new order details that are sent from the e-commerce site to a warehouse without the manual intervention. And so it can also consolidate all the logistics systems into one management software, from receiving, inventory, orders, warehouse, shipping, and fulfillment. So Bright Pro is one of these kind of logistic management system that receiving and integrating the information from orders, supplier, purchase, in the inventory, warehousing, responding to customers, in the accounting system and analytics. So these usually involve in the enterprise resource planning ERP system that can integrate all the backhouse functions to create a master data environment to handle all the data. So we have talked about the inbound logistics. They have to also talk about distribution, like integrating the distribution order management so they can manage the outbound logistics. And also online orders, and then also transportation management system need to be incorporated in there so that they can track and allowing consumer and this associates track where those products are. So now we have talked about all the various factors coming to logistics system. Next, we are going to talk about what if things go wrong. How about returns? So the return management is also called the reverse logistics. However, according to National Retail Federations, around 10% of the total sales were returned to the retailers, and among these, there are around 6% of total returns. Approximately $25.3 billion were categorized as fraudulent returns. So the return management systems, the goal of it is to identify the top reason for returns, and then so that retailer can benchmark for the returns, refunds, and costs, and plan accordingly. Retailer also want to connect the data back to the related departments so that they can fix the problem, including the product development department, marketing department, payment department, and fulfillment department. So top reason for returns including wrong product delivered, which is a fulfillment error, and then second is damaged or defective items. Third is product does not match the site representation. That comes with marketing or merchandising team problem. In addition, issues with product quality and issues with size or fit are also frequently cited that related to the product development team. Other reasons for returning products were change of mind or late arrival of deliveries. So depending on the reasons that omnichannel find out, with their target markets, then they have to communicate back to the corresponding departments to fix them. So sometimes also the return are caused by problematic consumer behaviors. So here we would like to talk about two terms. First is called bracketing. Bracketing refers to the practice of buying a number of different sizes or colors of an article of clothing with the intention to return the most, if not all, of the items. So bracketing originally is a photographic term by adjusting the lighting or shading of the photo, but I believe you have heard your friends or families may not, for example, they may not know what size would fit them. They will order like 3 different sizes and only keep one of them. That is called bracketing. And then wardrobing actually refer to a fraudulent activity that occurs in both a traditional retail context and omnichannel retail context, where a customer can purchase the items with clear intention to wear or use the item just for a special occasion, and then they will only to return the worn out products for refund later. So this wardrobing behavior is a fraudulent activity because the buyers has no intention to keep the products at all. And so later, so I have conducted a study called Seeing is like touching it. We want to see like how the effective product presentations in the online purchase decision can influence consumers' purchase decision. I basically did a study on the using FMI machine, and then to see how consumer make a purchase decision based on static photos, zooming videos versus a rotation video. And so if you are interested, feel free to click on the link and then download the paper. So for the benchmark of return and refunds and costs, approximately 8 to 10% of purchase are returned to the brick-and-mortar store, and then totaling billions of dollars each year. And then online retailers experience double or triple the returns in dollar amounts than the physical retailers do. Therefore, a generous return policy is critical to build brand reputation and customer loyalty. The clothing returns can also increase fees and reduce revenues for online retailers, including sorting and redistribution the merchandise once it has arrived at the supplier's return center. And to prevent the returns from consumer, retailer must prioritize customers' expectation. You need to offer size chart, measurements, alternative products as exchange, or detailed descriptions. Effective visual merchandising strategy like providing the 3D rotation views, which you can see a lot of brands nowadays offers that. And then the business can also create a return policy that supports the operations. So again, connect the data back to related departments can help to overcome the logistic problems. So for the product development departments, you want to follow a standard sizing system so consumers do not misunderstand the size. And you can also use AI or machine learning programs to assist the customer to find the right size and fit. So for the marketing departments, you need to provide a clear and accurate description of the products and highlights the customer review, and they can build a trust with other customers interested in the data. For the payment departments, to reduce the reverse logistic, you can offer a cross-device e-commerce experience in multiple ways to pay. And so like the consumer can use credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, Venmos. And then for the fulfillment departments, you want to have a clear return policy stating that sending to customer post-purchase, and then ensure the quality of the products before it's packed and sent to customer. So case study 6.1 is how policy issues and external factors affect the omnichannel retailers' supply. And in summary, in Chapter 6, we talked about the supply chain management strategies in multi-channel and omni-channel retailers, and also the logistic challenges of building an omni-channel supply chain. We also talk about the consumer experience, how it's like with the omni-channel logistics system, the different types of fulfillment systems involved in the omni-channel services, and then the impact of returns and the recent market benchmarks. Most importantly, we also identify the strategies to use return management data to improve the business decisions across different departments. Discussion board 6 is finding an article regarding the use of AI and machine learning technology in the omnichannel retail supply chain. Please summarize it, how it's been used for different brands, and then do you think it is an effective technology? Why or why not? Please make a post and reply to other 2 classmates, and remember to cite your sources. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy Chapter 6.